Okay, 61,000. Okay, geez.
That's wicked. In 1 month.
Not
So
even a
in
month yet.
terms of, I personally could never wish for £60,000 worth of work. And if someone said, I'll
Yeah,
give you an extra £60,000 worth of work with some good profit margins on there, you would go, oh, wow, that's fantastic. Please bring it in. Yeah, it's going to push us into the six, 700, £800,000 a year turnover mark. So, um, yeah, to be fair, that's phenomenal. It really is.
yeah,
If you show anybody this, like my page for Solaro, they can't argue with the figures.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, so thank you for doing this for me. So yeah, just let us know who you are, what you do, and we'll just get started from there.
Yeah, so my name's Lee. I'm from GS Security and Electrical Limited. We're a small electrical contracting firm based in Tyne and Wear in Washington. Um, been around since 1985, and I've got myself and five employees, either full qualified electricians or apprentices.
Nice. How long have you been doing solar for?
So we've been back in the solar market for about a year now, coming up properly 6 months of trading now after we've tried to get back in the market 12 months previous. But we do have experience from over 12 years ago when we initially entered the solar panel market under the old feed-in tariff scheme. But then the interest in it just dropped completely. So we decided to pull out. But we know there's a huge opportunity to grow in the solar industry going forward.
Yeah, for sure. So you mentioned that you used to buy leads. How does the quality of the Solaro leads compare to that?
The Solaro leads are really, really hot, and a lot of people talk about hot leads, cold leads in lead generation. And my complete experience of the Solaro leads have been very, very good. People have been informed. People have been willing to want to actually get a proper quotation. They know they've got a good understanding of the product that they're going to have installed and why they need solar. It doesn't take an awful lot of convincing to actually buy the product. Whereas previously on lead generation, I often found that the leads were very, very poor quality, as if it was just somebody in a call center trying to churn and burn numbers just to try and get the numbers out there so they would get their commission. I'd often
Yeah,
be left with really poor leads, which were low value, very hard to get in touch with, trying multiple
yeah.
times back and forwards, and getting zero response from. And I think I bought about £3,500 worth of leads and had zero sales from the whole thing.
Right, okay. So when you got started with Solaro, how soon did you start getting appointments and getting sales?
So with Solaro, I would say within the first 48 hours, we had one confirmed appointment for a quotation. We could do a lot of our quotations in the office. And what we found is that everybody we've done a quotation for, because the leads are that good, we're actually able to go out and do a proper site survey. People are that keen. So I would say within 48 hours was the first lead. We had our first sale within a week. So within 7 days, we had a first confirmed appointment. A couple of days after that, we had a second one. So um, within a week period, we already had two sales and a good degree of interest from about 7 or 8 really, really high quality customer leads.
Nice, okay. So how much revenue have you generated since we started?
So in total revenue wise, we've actually had confirmed sales, which is either booked in to be done with deposits paid or completed sales altogether of over £61,000.
Okay, 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 okay. And you've got like a pipeline of 136,000, is it?
Yes, we have a pipeline of over, I'll pull the figures up now. We have a pipeline currently sat at £131,000.
Okay, okay, nice. That's amazing.
But in the pipeline, of course, there is about 7 people who we're in the middle of processing leads for. And I think you could say at least every sale would be, or every potential quotation will be at least about another £10,000 for every one. So we could be over £200,000.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. So I mean, how has it felt to accelerate your business in such a short amount of time?
And
It hasn't been a month, right? Yeah, it's been like three
no,
weeks.
just over 3 weeks. And if when he first got in touch with me, I genuinely didn't think we would generate as much sales because of the hesitation because of previous lead generation. But it isn't lead generation; it's hot leads coming through but from people who want the service, who've seen the video, they've seen the advert, they can understand it's going to work, and all it takes is for us to speak to them. The actual overall way it's worked has been so good, and I just can't speak highly enough. I didn't think we'd generate as much interest or as much revenue from such a small investment as what we have initially.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so just describe your experience with working with me and just Solaro in general.
Yeah, so working with Toby's been an absolute breath of fresh air. You can tell from day one, from the initial first phone call, very softly spoken guy, really well mannered, really well natured. And those side of it has been absolutely phenomenal. Very much similar to the guy myself. You don't get no nonsense, nothing missold. There'll be no false promises of what he can achieve. Everything he said that would achieve, as in terms of customer contacts coming through the app and through the adverts, have come to fruition and more, based on what we initially thought would come through. So just a genuine, honest guy who it's working really, really well.
Thank you, thank you. So, I mean, what would you say to anyone that wants to grow their company, but they're on the fence with partnering with Solaro? What would you say to them?
Yeah, to be fair, you've got to give it a try. You're not going to know anything's going to work until you give it a try. I've tried it, and I can 100% cast iron guarantee that it's working for myself and my business. Our growth, we've done as many sales as what our turnover would have been for an entire 2-month period. So for ourselves, I can see the growth potential to take on additional staff, to look to take on a sales manager, to look on to take an administrator, just to look after the day-to-day running of it, which will enable me then to progress the business even further.
Cool. Well, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Simple as that. If people want to as well, give them my number. So if anybody wants to talk, so if anybody wants to give me a call and say, look, I've had Toby on the phone, what you found it, I'll tell them straight and say, yeah, it's working perfect. I'll tell them the plus points of it. So please don't hesitate to do that. Just maybe tell them to give me a text first, just to say they'll be calling. So if I do miss the call, I'll be able to reply back to them. But yeah, honestly, I'm happy for anybody to call us for that side of it.